All right, welcome to the 2100 podcast. Across the table from me, I've got my good friend Hunter Franks. He's the drummer of a local band around here. Tell us a little bit about your band.
We're called In Unison. We're I'm the only one that's from Logan, but we're a hardcore punk kind of youth crew band. And like our entire focus is just trying to, essentially spread love, positivity, equality. Our singer's female.
I noticed that.
She's amazing. She's fantastic. Everything she writes is just spot on,
So, does she write her own lyrics and stuff for it and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me double check and make sure that. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, dude, that's dope. Is this your first band?
No, this is my fourth. Pretty sure.
Your fourth?
Fourth band, yeah.
Were the other ones all from? You said these guys aren't all from Logan.
Yeah.
Are they all from like Salt Lake area? Or what?
Yeah. Yeah, they're all from Salt Lake, but my other bands have been Logan based.
Oh, all the other ones.
Yeah.
So are they all just like friends that you just kind of hooked up with and started some shit, or? Yeah,
just people I met at shows or through Twitter, Facebook.
Okay.
A lot of networking. Being a musician in an area that really doesn't have a music scene, you have to do a lot of networking. Go to a lot of shows. Just try to get your name out there.
Especially Y-Sound just closed, didn't it?
It just reopened, actually.
It just reopened.
It's under new ownership, yeah.
Didn't they open a different one after Y-Sound closed, like above the factory, though?
Yeah. Where that restaurant Gia's used to be. It's called The Cash now.
So is that what Y-Sound is now, or
no? Y-Sound's still in the same building. Y-Sound got bought out by some dude from like California. I guess.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, he came back and he renovated the whole place.
Okay.
But yeah, the Cash is completely different. I don't know anything about it.
All right.
But, yeah.
Have you been listening to? You said it was what kind of music did you say it was, like hardcore or?
Yeah, hardcore, which is a subgenre of punk.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Have you been listening to that forever, or what got you listening to that?
I started jamming that kind of music probably end of my junior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was like really shitty metalcore. You know, like Beartooth, but.
Yeah.
We won't get into that.
What, dude? I like Beartooth, alright?
I have mixed feelings. No, I'm relatively new to the scene.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's been a lot of fun. I love it.
Where was your first live performance at?
It was at an event called Lollapalooza that Adam Stiletto put on in...
Where was that at?
It's like 2015 at just over the border. There's that hot pools place in Idaho. I don't know what it's called. It's like
So was it just like a big music festival? Or?
Yeah, it was pretty much like the Self Help Fest or whatever in Chicago.
Yeah,
but like way smaller.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's dope. Dope.
Yeah, it was all just a bunch of local bands. He got some bands from like Colorado and California to come out, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that didn't last.
Yeah.
It's Adams.
How was that? Was that with your first band or?
Yeah, that was with technically my second band that I actually did something with.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was my first serious writing music, recording. Like we had stuff out on Bandcamp, I'm pretty sure, but it kind of gotten taken down.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I was also going to ask you, do you, with this new band, or I guess with other bands in the past, put music out on anything, like SoundCloud or Spotify or anything like that, or?
The platform that most hardcore bands will use is called Bandcamp.
Oh, okay.
Which is...
I didn't even know about that.
It's kind of like SoundCloud, if you're not a rapper.
Yeah, that's why I know about SoundCloud, just because like EDM and rap, that's a big thing. Yeah,
Bandcamp is pretty much like the punk version of SoundCloud.
Okay.
But yeah, we don't have anything out right now, but we're going to be on a compilation of all the different Salt Lake hardcore bands.
Uh-huh.
It's coming out like June, I want to say.
Okay.
But we're in the works of getting something recorded and put out, just like a 4-song demo.
Yeah,
in the next couple months.
But that's actually, honestly, I think like 4-song demos or like singles are better than full albums nowadays.
For sure.
For the reason that like people's attention spans are just shit now.
Well,
like,
it's like
really
how
hard
can you can write a really good full length album, but how do you follow that? You know,
Yeah.
if you don't have like
Yeah.
the structure for a good, you know,
Mhm.
if you don't have the formula for a good song. So like write a 4-song thing, get your material out there, get people interested in you, and
Yeah.
then just kind of like
Yeah, definitely.
that way.
Yeah,
I
then
like
just
that.
kind of like shoot songs at them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then once you get signed to a major label, then you can start, you know, pumping out albums.
Is that
I
what
feel
your
like.
guys' plan is?
Yeah, I want to send a demo out to different smaller labels, you know, because that's how a lot of bands have gone big. Because like nowadays, big record executives don't go to shows.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta really push hard to get your name out there.
Yeah. I feel like the internet makes that, I wouldn't say easy, but like definitely easier, you know?
Yeah, definitely, especially if you've got, you know, good equipment, you know.
Yeah, and if you're good at like networking your stuff out
Mhm.
to the internet as well, that's
Mhm.
always a big thing. Who's your biggest influence to, I guess just in life in general, I should say?
Honestly, Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl?
Dave Grohl. He was the drummer for Nirvana,
Okay.
and he's the frontman for the Foo Fighters.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, dude, you didn't know that?
That's dope. I
Yeah.
didn't know that actually. That's
Yeah.
way cool.
Dave
Hell
Grohl
yeah.
is fantastic. I mean, I've never met the dude, but just from what I've seen in his performances and like how he writes music and just how he talks about what he does, he's a very passionate individual, and he knows what he
Yeah.
wants, and he goes and gets it, you know.
That's cool.
And he's a fantastic, multi-talented musician, you know, and I just have a lot of respect for him.
That's dope. What got you into drumming?
My mom married a dude who had a drum set, and
Oh.
at the time I'd been playing guitar a little bit,
How old were you then?
like 3rd grade, 4th grade. I
Oh,
think.
really? That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, then they divorced, which
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, definitely.
But I picked it back up again like 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you play any other instruments, or do you?
Yeah, I started out playing violin
Okay.
when I was pretty young.
Did you just do that for school, or was that something on the side that you did?
I wanted to be in the school orchestra, but you know, I couldn't really commit to it just because it wasn't my kind of music, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel that. Yeah.
I wanted one to play piano. Same thing. Didn't really fit my style of music.
Yeah.
Played trumpet through all of middle school.
Okay.
And like in there, I learned guitar, drums, and bass.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Who would you say is your favorite band overall?
That's a tough one.
Maybe a couple.
Man, you know, I love punk rock, you know, hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably my favorite band right now is Alkaline Trio. Favorite band of all time, probably, actually.
Are they a punk hardcore?
No, they're more punk rock ish,
Oh, okay.
like Blink-182, but
Okay,
darker.
okay, yeah,
you know?
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like Blink-182.
Yeah.
I like them. The first song I ever heard by them was that. What the fuck is that one that everybody listens to?
What's
All the
it
small
again?
things,
Oh,
probably. Yeah.
yeah.
It
One
was
of those
on.
two.
It was on this board game that you like put into the TV, and it was like it's called Seen It.
I've seen it. Yeah.
I remember being like, I don't know. I think I was probably like 8 or 9, and I heard that song, and I was just like,
Life
oh,
changing.
this is shit.
Yeah,
this
dude.
is awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, their Alkaline Trio's frontman Matt Ski was with Blink-182 right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Oh.
Tom DeLonge's gone.
Okay.
So chasing aliens.
Okay.
Who'd
That's
thought?
so.
Yeah.
Do you listen to any other music aside from?
I
like,
dabble.
hardcore punk.
I mean, I grew up listening to like Sarah McLachlan and Coldplay.
Okay.
You know, Fiona Apple type
Yeah.
stuff. So I mean, I still really enjoy that. Any kind of alternative, you know.
Mhm.
I just, I'm really elitist when it comes to music. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I don't really like that much hip hop or anything like that.
Mhm.
Rap.
Yeah.
It's just I like something that's really hard hitting. You know,
I feel
or
that.
has substance to it. I guess. You
So
know?
how do you feel about on that topic, like hip hop or rap?
Mhm.
Like artists like Tech 9, you know, where they do a bunch of. He does like a bunch of like collaborations with a bunch of other like hardcore rock or. I don't really know the exact genres or subgenres, but he does a bunch of stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I feel like his music kind of gives off the same energy as something that like a hardcore show would.
Mhm.
What do you think about like someone like that?
I don't really know. Honestly, I don't really know much about Tech Nine.
Yeah.
Kind of in the same vein, Ice-T and Body Count.
Okay, yeah.
Ice-T, yeah, rapper started a band. I think that's rad. You know.
Or like, fuck, who? I can't think of their name now. Right, Rage Against the Machine.
Dude, I love
You like them?
Yeah.
How they kind of, I loved how they kind of like bring almost like this rap element to a hardcore
Like
scene, and yeah, I thought that was dope.
a lot of like new metal bands, you know, kind of incorporated a lot of hip hop type stuff into their,
Yeah.
you know, songwriting and lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
and I can appreciate that. I definitely like a change up, I guess, because a lot of the time music gets really bland.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah,
if you
definitely.
stick to the rules, I
Yeah.
guess, of a genre, then it just gets boring. But you know, bands like Red Hot Chili Peppers, you know, they're a
Oh,
mix
yeah,
of
dude.
like funk, you know,
They
hip hop.
have a lot of mixes in
And
their stuff. I like them.
It's
Yeah.
so good. They pull it off so well.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So
definitely.
I can definitely appreciate when an artist, you know, tries to incorporate different, you know,
Yeah.
styles into his own music.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah. So you are straight edge, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that like a big thing in that scene, in like the hardcore scene, or is that?
It comes and goes. It was huge in the 80s when it first started, in the 90s and early 2000s. And then it kind of died off for a while. And it's making a bit of a comeback.
Yeah.
As I've noticed in Salt Lake. But yeah, it's really prevalent in the culture.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're hardcore,
Mhm.
then you know what straight edge is, and you're either
Yeah.
straight edge or you've been straight edge, or you know someone who's straight edge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of bands, like the bigger bands, have straight edge members. You know, so it's peppered with straight
Mhm.
edge.
Okay. So what exactly is straight edge? I know that I had a conversation with you back when I was working at McDonald's about it a little bit.
Yeah.
But now that we're not at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, what exactly is straight edge?
So, short answer: straight edge is just a promise to yourself that you're gonna, you know, stay clean. I guess.
Okay.
You're not gonna put any kind of harmful substances in your body.
Okay.
So, like recreational drugs or alcohol.
Yeah.
And like, don't misconstrue that with like, I'm against it. You know, like.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Do your
I'm sitting
thing.
here drinking a beer.
Yeah, exactly.
drinking This thing and you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand that. That's cool.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely down for anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the only issue that I ever have with something like that is when either the person tries to like impose it on someone else,
Mhm.
or what my initial thought of straight edge was when I talked to you about that, is basically just like people just like seeing somebody drinking a beer and beating the shit out of them, you know?
Yeah, that's the stigma it got when it was really violent. So, straight edge in America, there were 3 main hubs for straight edge:
Okay.
Salt Lake, Philadelphia, and Boston. And those were not only like where the highest concentration of straight edge, but the most violent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in Boston and Philadelphia, you've got straight edge crews or gangs.
Yeah.
FSU, which stands for Friends Stand United, formerly fuck shit up. But essentially, these people would go around and like, if they saw you hitting that thing, like,
Yeah.
kick your ass. And Salt Lake is the only occurrence where straight edge kids killed somebody, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah. But that mentality really died out after the early 2000s, the crew mentality, as it's called.
Okay. I feel like that really also depends on the person too.
Yeah, for sure.
In the same way that like religion kind of does that.
Yeah.
Some people with religion, they'll see you doing something that's against their religion, and they'll automatically just think you're a piece of shit. But then some people are just like, hey, I'm in my lane. I know I'm doing the right thing. You know, why am I gonna bother you about? You know.
Yeah.
I definitely feel
it
like
turns
that.
from being like a healthy way of living into like a militant.
Mhm.
You know, like
Yeah.
if you're not with me, you're against me kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Which I think is a stupid train of thought.
Yeah,
Completely.
well, and it goes with anything, like especially here in the Valley with religion. You know, the pendulum. Either you're over here, or you're over here.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like there's no.
That's a
in-between.
that's a big thing over here. I feel like.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I definitely feel like that's a big thing. So when you are writing a song with your band, how does that kind of work out? Like, does one person just kind of come up with a sick guitar riff, and then you just like hop on your drums and play along with it, or how does that work?
Essentially, yeah, that's pretty much all it is.
Okay.
Ben is our guitarist, and he'll just kind of throw something out, and I'll try to write some drums to it. And like since I play guitar too, like we kind of bounce ideas off of each other.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. Me and him and our bassist Marty are the main songwriters.
Mm-hmm.
So practice pretty much just consists of us fucking around.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to
definitely
mess with new things. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you plan on doing like music videos and stuff? Because I feel like a big part of the internet being such a way to get out and reach out to people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a big thing that like pushes people back is the lack of visuals.
That's true.
So like if they don't make music videos or they don't like push like photos on Instagram and stuff like that, then their music just isn't really going to get pushed out there as much.
Yeah. Maybe later on down the road once we've established a name for ourselves.
Okay.
But like live videos are always going to be up on our social media, pictures of shows, we're always going to have some kind of recording of our music.
Okay.
Or graphic.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
How does playing live usually play out? Do you hit up the venue, or does the venue usually find you, or is it just kind of...
People have actually been hitting us up, which is kind of weird. Cause
that's dope, dude. That's way dope.
Being a new band, you usually have to reach out, but our first show got some really, really great reactions. People liked it. So we've been getting hit up by different promoters and venues to play shows. Okay. I think we've got shows booked out through May or June.
Okay.
Already.
Oh, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to come see one of those. I didn't go to your last one because I was busy recording a video for the YouTube channel, but I'll definitely go to one of your other ones.
For sure.
Do you guys do all your shows in Salt Lake, or do you plan on kind of going all around Utah for now, or what?
For the most part, our shows are probably going to be in Salt Lake, but we've got one in Idaho coming up soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for now, until I don't know. Honestly, it just kind of depends. Mm-hmm. Like, we'll probably play out of state pretty often, depending on, if we can get shows.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
How do you feel like your band would do on a tour? Because a tour, I feel like, is very strenuous on a group of people. They're stuck in a fucking van for 8 to 12 hours.
Yeah. Tour will definitely make or break a band. Like, it's not a fun thing. I've never been on tour. Something I still really want to do, but like you said, you're stuck in a van with 4 or 5 other people and a merch guy, so it's like, I don't know, cabin fever.
Yeah, definitely.
And where some of us have clashing personalities at times, it would probably be a little bit hard, but I feel like we're committed enough to our message and our music that it wouldn't be an issue.
Okay, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So when you guys play live, do you play your live songs or do you guys do covers?
So we've only been a band for about a month and a half now.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've only got 3 songs written at the moment, but we do a cover of a band called Ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking rad, dude.
That's so.
Yeah. So until we get more of our own stuff written, probably gonna play that cover, maybe a few others, depending.
Yeah.
So.
What's your favorite cover? Just you as a drummer, like without the band to play along with. Or do you have a favorite? Or?
Shooting Stars by Bag Raiders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's way cool.
Yeah. I love to practice to like hip hop or EDM, just because the drums are weird,
Yeah.
It's not like anything I've practiced with.
Yeah.
So.
Pushes you a little out of your comfort zone there.
Yeah. And it's a good way to, incorporate different styles into my own drumming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Freaking hell. Oh, yeah, so back on that straight edge thing, I did have a question. So, like I said, I'm definitely completely for it.
Right.
But I am, curious, why label yourself straight edge instead of just, not doing it? I mean, do you feel like it, helps? Because I feel like with, religion, it's people can label themselves as a religious person or as an LDS or Christian or whatever, and that having those guidelines there will help them, regardless of if that specific religion is real or whatever. Having those moral guidelines will help them.
Right.
Do you feel like that's why you do it, or is it more like a lifestyle thing? Or
it's a line in the sand for me.
Oh, really?
I have a very addictive personality, and I if I were to have a beer,
Yeah.
I couldn't have just one. Like, it'd be the entire thing. Like, asking my friends, like, when I used to
Yeah.
party was fucking bad. Like,
Okay.
you see me when I've partied.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it was never just one beer or, you know, a couple hits off of, like,
Yeah.
weed pipe or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I've got to smoke all the pot.
Yeah.
And I've got to drink all the booze.
Yeah.
You know? So, that got kind of scary.
So it kind of helps you to, like...
Yeah. Because I've been straight edge once before,
Mhm.
you know? And it was great. And then I sold out because of a girl. Long story. And I was like, okay,
Bullshit.
I'm just going to stay sober. You know, I don't need this. We're good. That did not work. So having that firm boundary line in the sand for me is why I'm straight edge. You
Yeah.
know? Then it's like, if I ever sell out again, I'm going to live with that, like, regret. Man, I fucked
Yeah.
up. I can't even,
Yeah, definitely.
you know, stay sober. Like,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. I feel like when you label yourself that, it's like, if you do, like, decide to have a beer, if you do decide to smoke something or do anything that's against it, at that point you've, what do they call it, breaking edge or something like that? Or
Breaking edge, selling
or
out.
is that, yeah. So, yeah, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So there's an actual kind of label to doing it, to,
Mhm.
like, breaking off of it as well.
Yeah.
So I feel
Well,
like
it's just
when
like a
you do
Mormon
that-
being excommunicated.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we're becoming
or like
inactive.
or like a relationship. As soon as you like call yourself a relationship, the only way to get out of it is to like break off of a relationship.
Everything's
or
about
break up.
labels, man.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was just curious about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when did you decide that like drumming was something that you actually wanted to do for like a living or something aside from just a hobby?
I've always wanted to do music. Like, I've never seen myself doing anything else. So, I don't know. Like, I've tried doing different, you know, types of work. Like, I have all of my welding certificates, you know, like, fully certified there. I went to school for a little bit up at Utah State.
Okay.
And I was just, none of it really seemed to fit. None of it worked for me.
I totally agree with you.
And I didn't really have that creative outlet that I needed.
Yeah.
So nothing that I'd be doing would be truly mine, you know. Whereas with drumming and music, like, that's my baby. I made
Yeah.
that, you know. This is a product of me.
It's very like gives you that really like accomplished feeling.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
At a job, you know, you get done stocking some shelves and you're like, "Fuck, that sucked."
Yeah, exactly.
you're not like, "Damn, I stocked that shit."
Right?
That was me.
Or you get up out of your cubicle or whatever, wearing your monkey suit, like, man, I wrote those memos.
I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
I definitely 100% agree with you.
Like, I'd definitely rather be like a struggling musician than someone who's stuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
How did you and your new band meet?
Through social media. I was originally going to be in another band, and that didn't work out. So me and the bass player from that band started this new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did the bass player know these other people, or?
Yeah, they've all been friends forever. Like, Jocelyn, our vocalist, and Marty, the bassist, work together.
Yeah.
And Ben and Marty have been friends for ages.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
How often do you guys link up for practice and stuff?
Once a week.
Oh, you do once a week?
Mm-hmm.
Do they come up here? Or do you always go down?
No, I drive to Salt Lake.
Do you keep your drum set down there then, or? Oh, you just drive
Yeah.
a little drum set?
I keep them here so I can practice, and then
Mhm.
Wednesdays we'll pack up in the morning and go and practice all day.
Something is.
Oh.
There's some kind of feedback coming. Okay, that's fucking weird. Goddamn son of a bitch. What was your favorite concert experience?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Visually, Muse. I saw them with KG Elephant when I was a sophomore. That was badass.
Oh, okay.
But I think energy-wise, probably some of the local shows I've been to.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, like, it's one thing to go to a bigger show and see a huge artist, you know, and like
Yeah.
be 30 feet away, you know, but
Yeah.
it's a completely different thing to have the band right here.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's really personal, very intimate, and, you know.
Yeah, especially knowing that one day, like, if they ever do make it to one of those big bands, you're like,
Yeah.
I saw that guy
It's like-
at fucking White Sound.
Yeah, it's like,
when he
we used to hang out,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
That's
I definitely prefer smaller club type shows
Mm.
over big arena shows. Like, I'm going to see Metallica.
Oh, really?
In November.
That's
stoked.
dope, dude.
But it's like huge arena, you know, and I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of that just because they're going to be like a mile away, you know. there's no intimacy there.
Yeah, I agree. I really like shows at the Saltaire. I like those shows a lot. Fun. I feel like that's back to like that intimacy thing. I feel like
it's a bigger venue, but still,
close.
you know,
yeah. It's like all standing. Also, I really love standing, but I hate mosh pits. I can't do mosh pits, dude. I'm too small for that.
That's what hardcore kids live for, man.
I know. That's like along with that whole like rap that I was talking about having the same energy, dude. That's like every trap show now, or every like newer rap SoundCloud rap show.
Get it.
Big ass fucking mosh pits every time.
Walls of death, like headbanging. I don't understand it. Like I have a buddy who's a DJ, and he's like, "Come and headbang in my set." I'm like, what am I gonna headbang to?
Yeah. Like, no, I disagree with you there, because like you're saying earlier, kind of like the EDM and hip hop beats, they're like different. But at the same time, I feel like these newer like SoundCloud rappers who are coming up are really kind of incorporating the hardcore scene into rap instead of the rap and the hardcore scene like a lot of people have done. I feel like they're taking the hardcore scene and turning them into rap. Like there's a guy, Ghostmane. He actually started out in a hardcore scene, or like the biggest one, Suicide Boys. Those fuckers. The one of the dudes actually started out in a hardcore band, like touring around and stuff.
Well, it's like Skrillex started out in a band.
Yeah, that too.
From first to last, I think.
Yeah. I was watching this video of like Skrillex from like his very first ever like making music up to now.
Yeah.
And at first I wasn't even sure I was watching the right video, because it was like this fucking like hardcore screamo shit, and I was like, this is dope, but what the fuck? I had no idea that he did that. I thought that was way cool.
It's interesting stuff. Way cool. Like, and that's pretty common too. Like, I've got friends in Idaho who are all part of the Pocatello hardcore scene, and like they're avid rappers, you know, spitting bars up to them up there. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time connecting to that kind of music. Yeah. That's the only reason why I say like one of my headbang to. Just because, for one, like you've got one dude up there with a computer versus five people with like real instruments. Yeah. And I feel like for me, it's not as organic. I guess. No,
I definitely agree with you.
Yeah. I'm not saying that it's bad by any means. Like it definitely takes some amount of skill.
It's they have their own lanes. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
They have their own shit that they are doing, and each. I feel like they each have like perks and. You know, on that same kind of line, how do you feel about Warped Tour, just in general first?
I love Warped Tour.
Do you?
I do.
Have you seen the lineup for Warped Tour this year?
And it's fantastic.
Fucking like, really? Dude, maybe I saw a wrong one then. Wasn't fucking like Lil Pump and like XXXTentacion on there?
No, that was a joke.
Was it?
That was a joke.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, I was like, I saw that and I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that was a joke.
I was very, very confused. Because I know in the past they had like one or two like way different artists there, but there were like 4 of them in there. And I was like, what the hell is Warped Tour turning into?
I'm trying to remember the Riff Raff was on Warped Tour the first year I went.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Twisted is on this year's Warped Tour.
Has Post Malone ever been on Warped Tour? Really?
No. Not that I'm aware of. But yeah, no, the lineup this year's pretty good. I think it's a good send off.
Really?
Yeah, they've got a really good mix of everything, like metalcore, emo, pop punk, hardcore.
Yeah, I think my favorite concert experience was at Warped Tour, and it was fucking. I don't even really listen to their music that much at all anymore, but Breathe Carolina,
dude.
Because
I saw Breathe Carolina with Sleeping with Sirens. That was a great show.
It was cool.
That was a great show.
And I think why it's my favorite is because it was Warped Tour, and like it was like fucking 90 degrees in this teeny like crowd packed up. I didn't actually know who they were. I was just going with this girl that I was going with, and she's like, "Let's go see these guys." I was like, "Nobody I know is on, so yeah, I'll come with you." So we go over there, and fucking homie jumps on this like inflatable raft. Raft went like right over me, so I'm like sardined in. By the end of it, my whole shirt was just soaked as fuck. Yeah, it was a good time, dude. It was a fun time.
Warped is great.
Warped Tour is cool.
You get a really good mix of people, a really good mix of music and bands, and it's a great melting pot, you know.
Yeah, I've only been once, sadly. I need to go more, but
that was probably the first year I went, because Breathe Carolina was there.
It was Breathe Carolina. I think no, it wasn't Escape. It was Falling in Reverse was there. Ronnie Radke, Crown the Empire, Parkway Drive.
Okay, yeah, that was the
Oh,
first
right.
year I went. So,
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope. That was
Yeah.
the only time I ever went, and I'm sad.
Me,
That's
Wesley,
fun.
Devin, and Tristan were all back in the tree line during Breathe Carolina.
Oh, actually, I remember. I
Yeah,
saw,
we ran into each other.
I saw you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was sadly the first time. I shouldn't say sadly. It's like bittersweet, but that was the first time I ever saw or heard of Parkway Drive, and I love Parkway Drive.
Sick.
Or Crown the Empire, and I really like Crown the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And Breathe Carolina. So I learned about all three of those new bands, and I feel like I hate that because like I really wish I could just go back to that day knowing all the songs and stuff like I do now, and just like get in it, you know.
Yeah. No, I feel that for sure. Yeah, brother.
Thanks for coming on the podcast, homeboy.
For sure, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like the content, like, comment, subscribe. I'll leave Hunter's band In Unison. I'll leave their Facebook link in the description, so definitely go check them out. They're dope. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
All right.
Gnarly.